Do you want to get a shot? No, it's not. So now you want to get a shot? Yes. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you're good.
I'll give it a try.
All right, who's next? 5 minutes. Anyone? Brave soul. You got your hand up? You've had your hand up for a bit?
I'll go.
Come on up.
Wait, is that
Yeah. That was all people signed up, but I think more people are getting brave now. Because after you tell a joke, like, by the way, his mother's chickens, he puts, or she knits sweaters. Sweaters for the chickens, I swear to God. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rex.
Like this fellow over here, I'm not a comedian. I don't stand up in front of people and make jokes. This is a short story about, well, how I lost my finger. Now, the truth of the matter is very short, very sweet, and not very funny. But when I tell people, and since I work in corrections and I never tell the inmates the truth, this is the story that I tell the inmates. Now, I do, or did, at one time, exotic animal rescue or exotic animal retrieval. And one day I get a call at about 8 o'clock at night that I need to go and join up with a bunch of other fellows and retrieve an animal from underneath a house. Now, this is Texas. Most houses are pier and beam. There's a space underneath the house, full of cobwebs, scorpions, nails, and black widows. And apparently, in this instance, a black bear. What has decided to hibernate underneath somebody's house in the early part of November. Now, before I ever got there, they had actually tranquilized this bear. So I get there at 9:30. This is early November. Nobody has decided they needed a flashlight in their car. Or at least nobody had a flashlight that was powerful enough to tell me which end of the house I needed to go under. But I figured it out. Being the smallest individual of these Texas corn-fed animal rescue people, I'm the one that had to go up underneath the house and find the bear and drag this rope attached to a winch up underneath the house with a body harness on it. Now, mind you, a black bear isn't very big. They're about 300 pounds. So it's not a big animal. But they had to figure out how to get the animal out from underneath the house, which meant I had to go under there and put a body harness on a bear with an itty-bitty, tiny, anemic flashlight that somebody had managed to procure. So I get under the house and I can see the beams and I can see the dirt and I can see everything else except for the bear, because why? It's black. But I find the bear by Braille. And I have, all right, I have found this large, stinking mass of groaning fur. And now I have to figure out which end of the bear is the head, so that I can get the body harness on. I found the end with the teeth. That is how I lost this finger. But that is not the punchline, because we don't want to talk about what this man found. And that is my story.
Found it.
That's the most sensitive person right there. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So folks, this is one of those things I threw on the schedule a month ago out of a great deal of fear, where thinking maybe 10, 15 people show up. I think we got like 40 here, maybe more. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate that. We got werewolf coming in here, and they're going to come kill some villagers. We look like villagers, so we're going to evacuate pretty quick here. Next year, we're probably going to extend this to about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because there's a lot of turnout. Thank you so much for coming. You guys are funny. Appreciate you guys. No, you don't get encores. You get 5 minutes, make it as funny as you can. Bastard. All right, get out of here.